me since last year, considering his former teammate, his former athlete, broke the record, and now 43 years later, for me to break it is just something I knew Coach wanted, and it's definitely big for me too to have a good time like that.
Mr. Fuller, my coach, back then, 41 years ago, he called my dad up and said, "Listen, can you come down here? We think we can break the record today."
Yeah, I called him up to say how would this scenario be that the record is still ours, and 41 years later, how about if I have Michael run the mile and break the record if he can get John to come over? And they agreed, so then I presented it to Michael.
The coach brought it up to me at the beginning of the season, and I knew that I had to work hard, and coming into the season, I knew I had to push in order to break this record, so it's definitely big. I looked at it at the end of 100 yards to go, 100 meters to go, and I started counting down in my head, and I knew what time I had to run. So I was pushing that last 100, the whole last 400. It's big. It means a lot, especially he didn't have to come today, so that's big.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, it's big. I mean, to have like my family here and his family here and Coach Fuller, it's definitely a special day.
I told him, I said, "Listen," I said, one of the things you want to always look back at, I had a record for 41 years. I said, you want to make sure that you try your best and not regret. Always push yourself and always, go as fast as you can.
Once I got to the finish line, although I was exhausted, in the last 50, I was pushing myself. I was thinking in my head, I gotta do this, I gotta win, I gotta try to break my school record. I mean, I didn't break it, but I got a personal best. My time for the 200, I believe, was 22:1. Personal, that's personally my fastest. I'm extremely happy. Hard work pays off.
Pretty good. I was seated a little lower than I wanted to be in both. I think I was third coming into both. I knew if I came and did my best, I'd hopefully end up on top, and it worked out that way. I actually talked to my coaches about possibly dropping jab and just focusing on shot, but I knew I'd be watching the jab and thinking about how I could throw, so I was happy I got to do both. I'm excited about what's coming up. I feel like I'm peaking my performance at the right time of the season.
Started off my best at 44.5, and I didn't hit that again. I've been fouling a lot in my first jumps. My first jumps are always my best, so I foul a lot on those. I'm really happy I got the 43.6 was the first jump today, so I'm happy I hit it. And I've just been working on trying to kick down at 45.
Like for my first few jumps, I kept getting like 2 phases right, but then 1 wrong, and it kept like switching. And there's this girl from Cambridge, and I heard she got 35.3, and I had my last jump, and I just like went all out, but I fouled by like this much, but we measured it and it was 36.2, so I would have won by like a foot, and that would be the 3rd time I got in the 36s, and that was such a disappointment, but I got 2nd, so yeah, like once you get a good jump in and you know what it feels like, I can recreate the feeling, so, and like MVCs are next week, so I'll get it there. I'm hoping I'll follow the pattern that I did last year, where I PR first meet and then PR last meet, because that's what I did last year.